Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grow for your daily Bitcoin USD analysis video. It is a Friday, guys, a beautiful one at that too. So we're going to keep this video short and sweet so everyone can go ahead and enjoy the rest of their weekend. Here we have Bitcoin USD on the daily. Let's start with that. Turn on our drawing tools and what do we have? Not much has happened over the past week. Last week we defined our ranges, right? 8,700 to the upside, 8,200 to the middle of the range, and 7,700 at the bottom. Bitcoin not doing all that much. Yesterday we were looking for a trade opportunity if Bitcoin managed to close the daily underneath 8,200. Now we did dip underneath the range over there, and we talked about how we are potentially going to do that in towards the end of yesterday's video. If you guys do remember, on the 4-hour time frame, we mentioned this potential double top or descending triangle formation over here, and if we were to break that to the downside, we are likely going to come and sweep the 8,000 region, right? We did do that, right? We got all the way down to 8,002, actually 8,004, so almost to the dot over there. But this is where things are interesting, guys. If you're playing the daily, we never closed underneath. So if you were playing the daily and you stuck to your rules and playing it to the upside, you were still in this trade. If you're playing the daily and you got into the trade, you broke your rules either way, because hey, we did not close the daily underneath 8,200, so that was premature, right? Now, yes, we are living underneath right now, okay? We are living underneath, but it doesn't matter, guys. You got to stick to your rules. You shouldn't be getting into trades. You shouldn't be getting into bad habits. Every now and then you will make a bad trading habit move that you will be rewarded for, but you shouldn't get into the habit of doing that, because in the long run you are likely to lose out. Okay, that's what I mean. Now, if you're playing the 4-hour, everything was well and good. Okay, you had a trade, you took it to the downside. In fact, over here, I do believe that, did you get a retest? Yeah. So if you were waiting for this M-like formation to break to the downside, you actually even got a retest of this area over here. In fact, we popped right back in. You could have reshorted this area, and we then did come down and meet our measured move. So again, showing you that patience pays off. Now, as you can see, this is morphing into what looks like a descending channel, or you could call it a falling wedge. I think you could draw it like this as well. And in yesterday's video, while this was playing out, in the Telegram chat, I did point this out to you guys before we even came and bounced off this region. I said, hey guys, this may morph into a falling channel. So there was a trade opportunity over there too, right? If you manage to catch this wick over here or this wick over here too, because I did mark it out like this, I do believe, on the Telegram chat. By the way, guys, if you're not in the Telegram group, go ahead and do join it while you can. We don't leave that channel open to the public all the time. For now, we are, because I believe that the people who are still in this trading the charts right now are the kind of people who are serious about trading and do want to learn how to do this. The last thing I want is for the Mango Telegram group to turn into one of those, those kind of groups where everybody's just talking about nonsense and they're shilling things, and people who aren't really interested. Currently, we have a really good group of people, like-minded people, people who give their thoughts, people who debate those thoughts, and it's a good give and take going on. A lot to be learned in or learned from that group and learn in the group as well. So yeah, go ahead and join the group if you guys are interested in a really good, receptive trading group where people are really friendly, right? So yeah, we do have this falling channel that's going on over here on the 4-hour. Now, I do want to mention that typically a falling channel is a bullish formation that has a higher probability to break to the upside, okay? A higher probability. That doesn't mean it needs to break to the upside. In fact, this could very well break to the downside, and we could see that continuation that people are looking for all the way down to like 6,900. Now, am I looking for that? Right, am I looking for that right now? No, I'm not looking for that. I don't even want to entertain that until we close multiple 4-hour candles or a 12-hour candle or a daily candle underneath 7,700. Until then, I think that we are more likely to come, if we do break this to the downside, we are likely to come sweep the lows over here, 7,600-ish, because if you go on over to the daily, right, and you look at the cluster area that I did talk about in yesterday's video, this area over here, we did not really come and sweep this zone over here, right? It's coming at 7,486, and someone in the Mango Telegram group did mention this area over here, and even 7,616. This entire area over here can still be swept. We can still come and touch that area, tap into that liquidity, tap into everybody who has their stop losses over there, right? And then see the bounce, and then see the continuation up to 8,700, perhaps 9,200, perhaps a reversal. Who knows? Take it one step at a time for now. Don't get too bullish, don't get too bearish. That's how people typically get into over leveraged trades and then lose their accounts, and that's not what you want, especially if you are following the Mango way. The Mango way is the stress-free way. We have this entire cycle ahead of us. Speaking of getting too bearish, I do want to present some bearish signs to you guys as well, something that developed over the past couple of days. I did forget to mention this yesterday. We do have this actually developed just today. So yesterday we opened over the 10 SMA. That was a bullish sign, but as you can see, we closed underneath, right, giving it up almost immediately, and now you can see the 10 SMA is pressing down on the top of price action over here, right, kind of like tapping the guy down over here, saying, hey, get back down to 7,700. We want to see continuation. We bears are not done just yet. You also see the bearish cross over here, the 55 EMA crossing the 89 EMA to the downside. Not a good sign, showing us that the trend momentum is moving down aggressively, or more aggressively at that as well, right? So these are things to keep an eye out. Yes, yesterday we did close over the 8,200 region, but hey, for all you know, that could be just trying to draw in more liquidity to the upside so that the shorts can get filled before they push this to the downside. I also do want to talk about the Ichimoku on the daily. Let's go ahead and look at where the 200 MA is coming in at. The 200 MA coming in at 8,500 now, right? As you can see, moving above price action, angling to the upside still. That is actually a good sign. We don't want to see the 200 moving average angling towards the downside, because that's going to come and press price action down, right? And the 200 moving average showing a slope towards the upside, still showing that, hey, average price action over the past 200 days is still towards the upside, right? Momentum is still, or the trend is still towards the upside on the 200. So if we do clear that, right, if we do clear that, it's going to take some while to do that, or a couple of days at least, I think, before we do that. But if we do that, the obvious target over here is 9,000. But actually I'm beginning to eye perhaps even the Kijun, right, all the way up to this area over here. Let me mark that out. Now this may surprise you guys. I'm talking about 10,400, 10,300-ish region. But if you do play the Ichimoku a lot, you do know that when you see this kind of Kumo twist over here, right, price tends to get sucked into it, whether it's underneath or whether it's above. Price tends to get that suck into it. So that wouldn't surprise me. I've played with the Ichimoku enough times to know that could very well happen, and it does line up, right, with Bitcoin's behavior on these drawdowns. You see Bitcoin have a parabolic run, a big drawdown, and then gets picked up, consolidates for a while, and then gets thrust up again, surprising everybody. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking for on the Ichimoku time frame. In fact, let's go ahead and let's hide the horizontals, clear everything. I do want to look at the weekly quickly. We do have our ranges defined on the weekly, right? We talked about yesterday 8,500. Let's pull up the Ichimoku again, and we do have, okay, right here the Kijun 8,495 to be exact, 8,500. If we close a weekly here, right, a weekly or an open and close to be safer above the Kijun, then I'd be looking towards the top of the cloud and perhaps in the Tenkin, and that's coming in at 10,300, 10,500-ish, right? Does line up with exactly what I was looking at the daily, right? The daily, I was looking at this Kumo twist over here coming in at around 10,400, 10,300-ish, right? Lining up very, very well with the weekly. Now, again, the daily is going to take some time to actually pull that off, and the weekly is just that. It's time, right? So keep an eye out on those things, guys. Now, again, I don't want to present only a the bullish picture. Let's go ahead and look at the bearish picture. The bearish picture is this descending triangle. Everybody's looking at it. Everybody's looking at the measured move of this descending triangle. That is pointing down towards I believe 6,600, 6,900. Now I'm not looking at that measured move typically, because when you see something like this, right, you're not going to get the perfect measure move. People are going to be front running it, especially if they think this is a bull market. I still think this is a bull market, right? Just because some key moving averages on the weekly, etc., are lost. It's not enough for me just yet. I'm going to be looking at the monthly levels for that. Also, I do want to mention that, hey, last time around too, on in the bull market from 6k. I don't believe we met the measure move at all. I do believe the measure move was around 2,900. And what ended up happening, right? I've been talking about this on the Mango Telegram group for a while now. I talked about how, hey, we did not meet the measure move over here, and this turned into a falling channel. Right now we're doing something very, very similar over here. Now the question is, do we meet the measure move? If we do not meet the measure move, we will be turning this into a falling channel as well. In fact, we could very well meet the measure move anyways, and we could still have a falling channel. Now I know it's like, Sean, you're trying to show the bullish picture again, but hey man, it is Bitcoin, and I do have a bullish bias in general towards Bitcoin, and you can't not when you're looking at the general picture outside the macro picture. I talked about this, and until if we do see Bitcoin breaking down underneath 6,000, then hey, perhaps underneath 5,000, then I'll be like, okay, you know what, someone knows something that I don't, and it's time to get bearish, okay? Because the charts have more information than more. Usually the charts present the information before you could get that information from the news websites, etc. The insiders already play out that information. So going back to what I was saying, yeah, we have a falling channel over here, that this could morph into a falling channel, right? We have a descending triangle that broke to the downside. Now if it doesn't meet its measured move and starts just being picked up and does something like this, it would mean that, hey, again, this descending triangle did not meet its measured move, morphed into a falling channel and broke to the upside. It's a similar story. The flip works too, by the way. The flip works too. A ascending triangle that breaks to the upside, when it doesn't meet its measured move, and I've been a victim to this, right, where ascending triangle on BTC has not met its measured move, morphed into a rising channel which is bearish, and then broke to the downside, right? Now this is the bullish version of that, which was initially bearish, right? And I just gave you guys an example of a bearish version that was initially bullish. So always be flexible with what that's what I'm trying to get at, and I'm doing a bad job of it, but be flexible, be malleable with what price action is presenting to you. That's again touching on what I discussed in yesterday's video, or I think 2 days ago, where people are like, hey, the moving average was lost in 2015, and after we lost the moving average, we just went to the gutters. Or the flip too, right? Hey, we gained this moving average, the 128 moving average, guys. Everybody's talking about the 128 moving average. I don't even know where people got that number from, but yeah, 128 moving average, we lost it. Hey, we gained it, we're going to the moon. Don't be I'm not going to get into that. It's a Friday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. But yeah, this is a possibility, but this is also a possibility, right? Something like this. So you never know, which is why I'm saying take it one step at a time. Again, I'll actually stop over there right quickly. I'll just do a quick recap on BTC. I do want to give a quick recap on Chainlink as well, because I did cover that in yesterday's video. It's only fair that I do a update on that. So if Bitcoin closes over 8,200, again, not much to be said. There's no trade to be had, at least for me, because I'm playing the daily. If we do close underneath the 8,200, then I'll consider looking for a move all the way down to 7,700. Right? Until then, I'm playing it stress free. There's so many easier trades on the altcoins, right? Speaking of that, let's go ahead and do a quick update on Link. I did take even more profits yesterday, guys. I did give you guys an update on the YouTube video too underneath, right after, because I did spot out this falling wedge that was forming. We did break it to the downside. We did get the retest, and right after the retest and the rejection, we saw the measured move play out right perfectly at 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Now, did I short this? No, I did not short this, but I did take profits. Now I'm still watching this, as you guys can see, especially if you turn on the 4 hour. We are still living in this range over here. It's looking a bit shaky, but I don't have too much of a position at all in Link, by the way. I do not I've taken most of my profits. I have a very small position now in here. I'm not looking to take out any profits at I'm not looking to get out completely, okay? I'll be looking to get out completely if we break 22706. Okay, that's 2 4-hour candles underneath, or even 1 4-hour candle. I'll just get out and free up that liquidity to take some other trades. But for now, I'll be looking to see if this starts showing accumulation signs on the high time frames, but the mid time frames, 4 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour. Right now on the oscillators, I do believe we have signs of a potential bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Right, I do believe we are. Yeah, between this point over here and this point over here, especially if we start popping, if this 4 hour candle over here that we just closed, this is not looking too bad, right? Not looking too bad. If we manage to take out the top of this wick over here at 23816, then I'll be looking for a retest of this area over here. But that doesn't mean we're going to break it. Okay, I'm just going to eye it. I'm going to see what's going on. We do have bearish divergence on the 4 hour that did play out as well. The question is, does this turn into bullish divergence, and do we see continuation to the upside? Okay, that's what I'm looking for on Chainlink, and that's about it. I do have other altcoins that I've taken a few profits on altcoins. Let's go ahead and talk about a couple of them. I took one on BAT. It just took profits. Like I got into the trade right over here. No, I actually got it underneath. Actually, 21302150. That's where I took my trade, and then I took some profits today on that trade this morning actually, and then I still have most of the trade here looking for continuation to the upside. Of course, I'll give you guys an update on that if you guys are interested. Gone to a couple of others too. These are such easy goddamn trades, guys. Money being thrown at us. So that's just me taking collecting BTC while BTC is allowing us to collect BTC, right? In the bull market, when BTC is going up, by the way, going up towards the upside, it's harder to collect BTC. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, so my name is Sean Dexter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy your weekend. Take it easy, take it the stress-free way, take it the mango way, take your trades the mango way. I'll see you guys in the next video.